Hello everyone, welcome to another vlog from the ship. In today's episode I will show you what we had on board this container vessel that I worked for about 5 months and a half. We were lucky enough to have a wonderful Filipino cook who was doing his best to prepare different types of food for the crew. And I was very lucky to have him on board, and I want to show you what he was preparing for us. So let's start the show. If you have never been on board or you have nothing to do with this line of work, I am very happy to show you. Maybe you don't know what seafarers are eating on board. This is the commercial fleet. This is not the passenger vessels that you see in most vlogs or in movies where they have lavish foods and all types of alcoholic drinks and so on. No, on the commercial fleet it's a little bit different. I mean, not a little bit, actually it's a lot different. The crew members are somewhere between 22 and 25, and the menu is most of the time not so great. I have been at sea for about 15, almost 16 years, and I work as an electrical officer. That means I have to take care of everything that is electrical on board the vessel. That includes the galley as well, the refrigerators, the hot plates, the microwave, the toaster, everything that is electrical. That is my duty. I have to take care of them, and they have to work in good conditions. And when you have a wonderful cook like we had on board this vessel, it was a real pleasure to repair everything in the galley for him. All the ovens and hot plates were working perfectly because I knew that this guy will do his best to make the crew happy. You may have heard before that the food is not eaten only with your mouth. It is eaten with your eyes as well. And this guy, it was not working in this company for a very long time. I think this was his second contract in this company. And I did not get the chance to ask him, but I am assuming by the way he was preparing the food and he was arranging it in the plates for us, I'm assuming he was working before on passenger vessels. There they are more strict regarding the food because the cargo are people, and people who pay a lot of money for their ticket to go at sea want quality. So the food is prepared in the best conditions possible, and it is arranged in your plate in such a way that will give you the best impression possible. And this is what the guy was doing on board. You have to keep in mind that in the commercial fleet it's like the army. They just give you food so you don't die, but it does not have to be good quality. But this guy, as you can see for yourself, it was mixing and matching colors. He was doing his best, and he was actually doing a good job. Most of the time you do not get cooks on board that actually care. They will just fry something and then be on their way. And we were we were lucky enough to have a great guy on board. This was the fruits, mangoes, that he brought from his own house, because in this container vessel we were doing most of our ports in Asia, and we were arriving in the Philippines, I would say almost twice a month. So of course all the Filipino crew that were on board were going home. We were doing about 4 or 5 ports in the Philippines in different areas, and the crew was going outside to enjoy their free time. Some of them were going home, and most of them, whenever they came back, they would bring something for the crew on board who did not have a lot of time to go outside. As an electrical officer on the container vessels, you are very busy. Besides the fact that you have maneuvering with the main engine for port arrival or port departure every 8 to 12 hours, then as an electrical officer you have responsibility all over the vessel, and besides that, when you work on container vessels, you are responsible for the reefers as well, the reefer containers. In the good companies, the companies that respect the crew, you will have a reefer man, or at least an assistant electrician, who will help you with the reefers. And by help, I mean only to connect and disconnect the reefers. That would take a lot of time depending on the port that we were arriving to. When we were going to China or the Philippines, we had, besides the normal containers, we had somewhere between 180 and 220 reefers. And most of the ports that we were doing, I could not get any chance, any free time to go outside for myself. I did not have time. Connecting and disconnecting reefers is not a difficult job. It's just a plug in, plug out operation, just like you would plug in something in your house. The difficult part is that you have to pull all those cables a few meters, 10, 20 meters. Sometimes you need an extension cord. So it's not a difficult job, but still it takes time. And if you are doing maneuvering on Yangtze River in China for 6 to 8 hours, and then you have another 4, 5 hours to connect or disconnect the reefers, then you don't get a lot of free time to go outside for yourself. So I was lucky enough to have a wonderful crew on this ship, in this contract, and like I was saying, whenever they were going outside in the Philippines, they were bringing something for the crew who was left on board, like mangoes or different types of candy specific to the Philippines, like copeco, which I enjoy very much, and a lot more things which I do not know how to pronounce. I do not speak Tagalog, unfortunately, so better I do not try to pronounce those things, because for sure I will be wrong. So in this vlog I am showing you the food that the chief cook was preparing. Since we were arriving in the Philippines so often, the internet on board was very bad. It was absolute garbage. But since we were arriving in the Philippines so often, the Filipino crew were using their local SIM cards, and of course they had very good internet for themselves. And I have seen many times the chief cook using the internet whenever we were nearby Philippines or in the ports in Philippines to download new recipes and prepare food for the crew, which is a rare thing, trust me. Like I said, I have been at sea for a very long time, and most of the time the chief cooks that you get on board in the commercial fleet are not doing such a great job, so to speak, to be nice. They are just frying something, because frying is the easiest thing to do. Everybody can fry a piece of chicken or some potatoes, and that's it. That's your dinner. But of course, as you can see, we were getting fried stuff like calamari or fried potatoes or chicken, but the guy was actually doing his best to prepare different types of food for us. We had also party sometime, as you can see here. This is not something that happens very often, maybe once a month. It depends on the captain, and it depends how tired is the crew. But if we have a long voyage, then we can prepare a small party for everyone to enjoy. When you are sitting with everybody and you are eating, you can get to know your colleagues much better, because when you are on board, you have to treat everybody like your family. You are locked in an iron box in the middle of nowhere. That is a ship. And it is better to have friends than enemies. You never know when you will need someone to help you with something. And I try whenever I am on board to be friendly with everybody, even the cadets, especially the cadets. The cadets are people who are coming on board for the first time. And when you are a cadet and you see such a feast like you are seeing right now, you start to enjoy your life on board, and you understand that yes, it is a difficult life on board, but sometimes you have fun moments like this one. And like I was saying, we were arriving in the Philippines very often, and since our cadet was Filipino, he was going home every 2 to 3 weeks for about 2, 5, 7 hours. It was not a very long time, but trust me when I tell you that not everybody gets a chance to see their family while they are under contract at sea. I have been at sea for 15 years, and I have arrived in my own country with the ship only one time. That is how rare such a thing is. So of course it is a very good time. I am showing you all the different foods here just to have an idea what to expect when life is good on board. It will not be like this all the time. Maybe you are a cadet, maybe you are preparing to come on board, and I am telling you because I want to be honest with the people who are reviewing my videos. Whenever I'm doing a contract on board, I try to make vlogs about the seaman life, the true seaman life, with the good and the bad. I want to be honest with you, and I want you to know exactly what to expect. So the good food that you are seeing in this vlog will not be on all the vessels that you will work on. And I have learned something else while being at sea. I have learned that some people are not so lucky, and they did not have the opportunities that I have in my life, and some people who are on board do not have such great food even when they are home. So I try to understand everybody that life is difficult, especially in this age we are living now, where everything is expensive and life is getting tougher every year. So this is the vlog that I have done for you. I hope you have enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like button if you have enjoyed it. Maybe you want to subscribe to the channel. I will make a new vlog in English every 2 weeks. So subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell and you will see all the vlogs that I have prepared for you.